With a banjo on my knee, and I'm going to Louisiana, my true love for to see. It rained all night the day I left, the weather it was dry, and the sun so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I've come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Telegraph and I traveled down the river. The electric fluid magnified and killed 500 Negroes. With a bulge and bust, the horse ran off. I nearly thought I'd die, so I shut my eyes to hold my breath. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I've come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Everything was still. I thought I saw Susanna, she was coming down the hill. Well, a buckwheat cake was in her mouth and a tear was in her eye. So I said, I'm coming from the south. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I've come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Then I think I'll surely die. When I'm dead and gone and buried, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I've come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I've come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Yeah. Susanna, don't you cry for me. I've come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Yeah.
that has brightened our pathway a while. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy who loves you so true. I've been thinking a long time, my darling, of those sweet words you never would say. Now, alas, all my fond hopes have vanished. They say you are going away. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy who loves you so true.
Throughout history, there have been many songs written about the Eternal Triangle. This next one tells the story of a Mr. Grayson, a beautiful woman, and a condemned man named Tom Dooley. When the sun rises tomorrow, Tom Dooley must hang. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, poor boy, you're bound to die. I met her on the mountain, there I took her life. Met her on the mountain, stabbed her with my knife. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, poor boy, you're bound to die. This time tomorrow, I reckon where I'll be. Hadn't been for Grayson, I'd have been in Tennessee. Well now, boy, hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Oh boy, hang down your head and cry. Oh boy, hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Poor boy, you're bound to die. Well now, boy. Hang down time tomorrow, reckon where I'll be, down in some lonesome valley, hanging from a white oak tree. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, hang down your head and cry. Oh boy, hang down your head, Tom Dooley, poor boy, you're bound to die. Well now boy, hang down your head, Tom Dooley, hang down your head and cry. Oh boy, hang down your head, Tom Dooley, poor boy, you're bound to die. 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 Poor boy, you're bound to die.
I'm just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I have squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles. Such are promises, all lies and jest. Still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy, in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared, laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. Lie-la-lie, 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 asking only workmen's wages. I come looking for a job, but I get no offers, just to come on from the whores on 7th Avenue. I do declare there were times when I was so lonesome, I took some comfort there. La 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 la. And I'm laying out my winter clothes and wishing I was gone, going home, where the New York City winters aren't bleeding me, leading me, going home. In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every glove that laid him down or cut him till he cried out in his anger and his shame. I am leaving, but the fighter still remains. Lie, la, lie, lie, la, lie, 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 la, lie, lie, la, lie, lie, la, lie, la, lie, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la,
late each night, we'd get no shorter. My daddy rose before the rooster every morning. He'd walk the rows while fog was still a-forming. Mama cooked on a wood stove flame, kept the family fed the same, and every day came without a word of warning. Daddy worked 6 days and rested on the 7th. Said the Lord deserved at least a piece of heaven. Mama sewed our dresses thin from the flour sacks we'd bring in, and never once complained about the burden given. Come the winter cold, we'd gather around the fire. Daddy'd read aloud when voices didn't tire. We didn't have a radio, but the singing helped us grow, and the hymns we learned would lift us ever higher. Yeah, I'm proud to be a tobacco farmer's daughter. I can still recall the smell of rain on water, the rows of green and gold, the stories Daddy told. I never dreamed I'd someday ever leave that quarter. Well, a lot of things have changed since way back yonder. The old home place is fallen, and I wonder if the creek still runs the same, if anyone recalls the name of a girl who grew up proud beside the thunder. Nothing left but the floor. Nothing lives there anymore except the memories. Farmer's bought her. On a cold October evening, on a bus bound for the border, I sat down beside an old man with a weathered kind of face. He had silver in his whiskers and a patience in his posture, like a man who'd seen enough to know his place. We were both too tired for talking, so we watched the highway darken till the miles wore down his silence, and he turned and said to me, said, son, I've spent a lifetime reading rooms and reading people, knowing when a door worth opening by the way it holds its hinge. And if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're at a crossroads. For the price of that hot coffee, I'll give you what I've learned. So I handed him my thermos, and he drank down what was left there. Then he settled back his shoulders, and he looked me in the eye. And the bus got still around us, and his voice dropped low and easy. Said, if you're gonna walk this life, son, there's a thing you ought to know. You've got to know when to stay the course, know when to change it, know when to speak your truth, and know when to be still. You never measure what you've lost while you're still in the middle. There'll be time enough for counting when you've climbed the final hill. Every traveler knows the secret to the journey is knowing what to carry and knowing what to leave. 'Cause every road's a blessing and every road's a burden,
and the best that you can hope for is to walk it and believe. And when he'd finished talking, he turned back toward the window, pulled his coat up to his collar, and he slowly closed his eyes. And somewhere past the darkness, the old man found his stillness, and in his final words I found a truth I'd carry all my life. You've got to know when to stay the course, know when to change it, know when to speak your truth, and know when to be still. You never measure what you've lost while you're still in the middle. There'll be time enough for counting when you've climbed the final hill. You've got to know when to stay the course, know when to change it, know when to speak your truth, and know when to be still. You never measure what you've lost while you're still in the middle. There'll be time enough for counting when you've climbed the final hill.
Know when to stay the course, know when to change it. There'll be time enough for counting
when you've climbed the hill.
Out in the hill country town of Laredo, I fell in love with a dark-eyed girl. Evenings would find me at Miguel's Taverna. Music would play and Rosaria would whirl. Dark as the midnight were the eyes of Rosaria, beautiful, dangerous, casting a spell. My love ran deep for this daughter of the border. I was bewitched and I knew it full well. One night a stranger rode into Laredo, tall as a pine and as hard as a stone. Bold as the devil, he walked to her table, laughing and leaning and leaving me alone. Something inside me rose up like a wildfire. I stepped between them and called out his name. Down went his hand to the iron he was carrying. My hand was faster and his was the blame. Just for a moment I stood in the silence. Cold was the feeling that flooded my chest. Out through the back I ran into the darkness, caught a gray stallion and rode toward the west. Out through the desert I rode through the moonlight, into the canyon lands far from the town. Hid in the shadows for weeks without counting, watching the posse come slowly right down. Back in Laredo, my life would mean nothing. Everything waiting and nothing to keep. It's been so long since I've seen dark Rosaria. Love burns much stronger than gun smoke and grief. Riding alone through the cold desert starlight, something is pulling me back like a chain. Maybe it's foolish, I know what is waiting, but I must see her dark eyes once again. Into Laredo I ride through the darkness, down the back alley to Miguel's back door. Off to my right
come the shouts of the lawmen. I've only seconds, maybe nothing more. Something strikes hard like a fist in the darkness. Fire runs deep through my shoulder inside. Still I keep riding down toward the taverna. Still I keep fighting the last of my pride. I see the lantern light low in the window. I feel the darkness closing all around. Then I see her, Rosaria, running, her dark eyes shining as I'm going down. She drops beside me and holds me so gently. Warm is her touch as the cold takes my sight. Something like peace settles soft on my shoulders. Out in the hills of Laredo tonight. Out in the hills of Laredo.